Our next speaker then is going to be Kevin Daley. The candidate that is opposing him, Mark Monsoon, is not able to attend. But Kevin, you have the floor.
Thank you, Cindy. Boy, it's a little different than when I was here 2 years ago when we were lined up all the way halfway across the room over here with 7 candidates running for this position, and it's an honor to serve you in Lansing. And I will mention that Mark Monson has had surgery yesterday, so that's why he isn't here today. So I was hoping to meet him. I haven't been able to meet him as of yet, but this time I am the only Republican candidate, and like I mentioned, it's been an honor to serve you folks. The most enjoyable part about this is working with the people, coming back into the district, going to meetings, and I do try to do that. I think one of the big mistakes that politicians make is forgetting where they came from. I guarantee you when I forget where I come from, I won't be up here talking to you anymore. I appreciate the ability to be here and the ability to represent you in Lansing. I serve on 4 different committees. I serve on the Great Lakes and Environment Committee, which is important to this state. I serve on the Labor Committee, which can be a little testy at times. Government Operations Committee, and the Agriculture Committee. And of course, my background being agriculture, I've kind of fallen into, in fact, I am the only bona fide farmer in the state legislature, if you can believe that. Agriculture, the #1 industry in this state, and I'm the only guy that made my living off the farm and in there now. I think there's a few more candidates that might be coming in to join us, and we need that help there. But, my platform when I ran before was a common sense candidate. We need common sense in government. We need to get off the Republican-Democrat bandwagon. In fact, we need to get off the Republicans beating each other up and the Democrats beating each other up in the elections, because we need to all be there for the same reason, and that is to help the people in this state. We work for you, folks. You pay our bills. You own the office I sit in over there. I don't own it. I'm elected by you, and I hope that you all can see that I feel that way. Obviously, the Michigan business tax we've talked about has to go. Please look at the governor candidates. We've got to really look at what's coming up here at the end of this year. This is probably one of the most important elections we've had in this state in a long time. The bottom line is we need jobs. And, you can talk about education funding constantly. The school board superintendents, school board members are coming to me saying that we need a stable funding for schools. Well, folks, there is no stable funding if there is no jobs here. We've got to have jobs. We've got to get the jobs back in Michigan. And to do that, we've got to get rid of the Michigan business tax. We need to get rid of the personal property tax, as somebody mentioned before. And we need to get rid of the over-regulation that we have in this state. It's so hard for a business to do anything in this state. And that's not just coming from the state level, guys. That's coming from a local level as well. I had a recent guy, and this guy was just trying to build a garage for himself. And it was a kind of a high-end garage, going to have a heat system in it and putting in his own well and everything to heat this garage. But he went to, got 3 different answers on what kind of permits he needed just to build a garage in his backyard. And businesses is worse than that. You talk to some of the folks from all over the state, and everything they go to do. The recent one I've heard is a story about up in the top of the thumb where they wanted to put in a bed and breakfast, a big bed and breakfast on the lakeshore after dealing with the DEQ, or the DNRE now, the DEQ and the DNR combined, and the federal level agencies that they have to deal with. We're a year into this project and still no process on it, so no progress on it. They can't move forward. So that's what's hurting our state right now, is the overregulation, the overtaxation. And again, it's been an honor. I'm not going to take my whole time because I think the question and answer period is the most important time of this event today. So thank you very much for allowing me to serve you, and I hope you remember to vote once and vote daily. Thank you.